All right, we're on Queen Street in Toronto, checking it out. See if there's any more stores closed. It is September 2nd, 2022. I guess it's the long weekend in the city. And here we are. City is definitely busier than the past few, I would say, weeks, because people have realized that the summer is almost over.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the line? Oh, we don't stop.
Here's another empty spot for lease. I think it's been empty for a while. I've been walking quite a bit on the street. Started filming right now, but I had a quick lunch. I've been experimenting for takeout lunch, so I had some nuts and 2 hard-boiled eggs. I was caught outside. I was expecting to go have dinner at home later on, but I realized I'm not gonna make it at home, so I had a couple of boiled eggs with me. It's pretty good, pretty filling so far. Anyway, Shoppers Drug Mart here. Can we go? Yeah, I think it's a crosswalk into this busy intersection. Queen Street is east-west street in Toronto. If you're watching from outside the city, kind of, I would say, trendy area. Trendy, artsy, something like that. Those words mean nothing. It means different things to different people. But here we are. I like this area because the sidewalk's so wide. I wonder what happened here. How did the sidewalk ended up being so wide here, which is great because you can have like, you know, carts in the middle, and you know that you can have like little people can sell knickknacks, park their bikes, and whatever that thing is. And of course, homeless people, they need a place to stay too. There's a building going up on that side. Seven minutes. Let's go. Mountain Equipment Co-op. Huh. Very nice. I noticed people are like, about even 6 months ago, everybody used to stay so far away from you on the street. But now everybody's like right on your tail. Like they're like always want to rub against you. I don't know what's up with that. All right. Peter and Queen Street. Check out that truck. Vintage. If you're watching this in 2030, look. All right. I went in this Mountain Equipment Co-op, checking it out, see what they have. I wanted a travel spoon and some shoelaces, because the shoes that I bought, they're great actually, pretty good. They got a jet fighter in the sky. And they're very good shoes. That guy's turning that thing right around. Wow, right on the road. But the shoelaces keeps opening, like undoing it themselves. And it's really annoying. Like you're walking or biking, I got that air show, so sound of jet fighters. Last year I made a film that I was chasing the jet fighters on a bike. Good days. Last year was fun. So yeah, the shoelaces keeps opening, undoing it themselves. It's really annoying. You gotta constantly, I went to buy shoelaces. They don't seem to have any. I'm looking for the sky in case the jet crashes on our head. And I noticed that they don't have a lot of stock. lots of noise, but you can't see the planes. It's kind of annoying. The planes are about, I would say, 4 or 5 clicks south of me, behind the buildings. Anyway, we have the sound effects. Why not? I love the jet noise in the morning and evening and in the middle of the night. It's fantastic. Yeah, the stores seem to have very little stock. It's interesting. Another double closed stores right there. The stock's very limited. I mean, they don't have the basic stuff, and some of the stuff items they have too many of, and other items they don't have enough of. Some, again, like as usual, some stores that are, look, they're open, but they're kind of not. Horseshoe Tavern, a rock and roll bar in the city, still open. Wow, what a ruckus, we love it. Super ruckus here, super ruckus at the corner of Spadinia and Queen Street. This guy's the home of the burger family. This guy's the home of the hot dogs. Halal vegetarian hot dogs. Wow. Rock and roll it up, man. Yeah, if it could be cool if you saw a jet fighter just buzzing us, but they don't come this far into the city. They're about 3 kilometers, they're about 3 kilometers over the water behind us. And that's the way it rolls. This is Queen Street in Spadinia. Take it all in before it all disappears. Let's walk up Spadinia. I've never been this low on Spadinia on film before. Yeah, I visited a few stores on the weekend and yesterday in Yonge and Eglinton. Yeah, just very limited supply. Bicycle stores had like 4 mountain bikes. Middle, bottom line, it's like 1,500. And this guy's closed. Hair salon is done, and whatever this place was done is double. We've moved, so these guys are close too. Hopefully they're not out of business. Yeah, a lot of these bikes were just, a bike store to have only 4 or 5 bicycles, mountain bike bicycles. They've had a whole bunch of kind of bottom of the line, those bikes with like a lady style bikes that are white and big handlebars, a couple $100 that, you really can't do much with it. In England, we used to call them sit up and beg because they're so heavy, and the geometry of the bike is in a way that you have to work extra hard to get anywhere. So you have to beg the bike the whole time, out of breath and all that. So they have a bunch of those, but like a technical mountain bikes with disc brakes and flash you can jump off the buildings with, only 4, bottom of the line. And the 2 that I had that I recognized the brand name and the model number, they were super sized, they were big. They were huge, so you had to be like 6 foot tall to ride those. If you were like a regular sized person, it was too big for you. So yeah, so they're probably the reason those bikes are still around in the summer was because they were out of size. They were too big. Most people want smaller mountain bikes. You want to be able to reach the ground and be agile and all that. Anyway, so that's what I noticed. A lot of the stores have a lot of just not a full selection and a lot of junks, like t-shirt that says North Face on them, or what's the other brand? Ridiculous one. Nike, t-shirts that's like, this kind of stuff back in the day in New York would be sold at the corners. You go into a tourist shop in Chinatown, you grab one of those t-shirts for $5-10. It's not something you're gonna go to a classy store or high-end mall to pick up a t-shirt that says Nike or North Face on it. You're not buying a North Face for the logo, you're buying it for their technical clothing. The winter wear that keeps you warm in the winter and all that kind of stuff, tents. But none of that stuff, just the cheap bottom of the line logo stuff. So that is either they can't get the good stuff or people are not buying the good stuff. Hear that? Wow, we're out of ruckus. Burn the city, people. Yes, and then those jets burn quite a lot of gas, don't they? Fuel. This is the good stuff. Those shoes are cool. There's slippers, plastic zipper, $6.99. Still a bit too pricey for the quality of it. That's a cool top. I like that. How much is that? I wonder how much is that. It's a pretty cool outfit. I'll wear that to the march. I like these knick-knack stores. I don't want to go in there though. Looks like there's absolutely no air conditioning. It's super hot there. Yeah, so who knows what's going on with so if you want to purchase something, or if you have something that you like, then look after it, because I think it's hard to come by the good stuff unless you order it online and wait for it a couple of months. Yeah, you got to look after your stuff. And if you see something that you potentially could need it later on, and you see it in the store, just pick it up. Like, you know, you see a good winter Gore-Tex jacket, and you don't have any, pick it up. Oh, these jets are really distracting. I can't see them. All I hear is them keep turning around looking for them. But of course, once you hear the sound, they're probably way, way ahead of the sound. So when you hear the sound, they're probably a couple of degrees, maybe more, 5 degrees ahead of the sound. I'm imagining that would be possible. It's a cool store. Knick-knack store. These guys are selling a ton of masks. The whole front place is Mask City. They're just funny. A couple of years ago, you couldn't find a mask if your life depended on. They were like $5 each or something. You had to have a dealer to get a mask, but now they're like everywhere. Everywhere. Interesting. Let's see if I can get, how much are these avocados? 2 for, I don't know, 2 for $1. Maybe they're really cold. I got a couple of these. Are these good? Are they frozen? Have you tried them before?
I don't know.
You never bought them before here? Okay. Because they're pretty cold. I wonder why they're so cold. Yeah, let's try 2 of them. Wow. What's going on here? Where are we? Wow, these lineups are massive. Wow. Really? Wow, these lineups are crazy. So while we're here, no wonder for $1. See what else they have in the back. Cool. What are these? Some sort of fish can. Oh, I like canned fish myself. They got good cuts of beef here too. Beef flank. That's a good one, beef flank. There's different cuts of. Oh, it's not a bad place actually. Very nice. Oh, let's check out their salmon. Ah, looks nice. Very, very nice. Okay. I don't know. Should I line up for a couple of avocados? Tons of noodles here. This is the noodle section. Wow, look at this. Tons and tons. No prices. You gotta know. What's on this side? Let's check out the vegetables. Vegetables. That's not bad. All right. I wouldn't mind picking these up, but let's try it. See if it's good. Maybe I'll come back for more later. Park the car. Whoa, look, the lineup just got bigger. Oh, man. You're hiding. How much is it? Thank you. Right. It was $1. All right. We're gonna try these avocados on film and see how they are. Because for $1, usually they're like $2.50 for two. So we're pretty reasonably priced here. So I'm gonna check it out. All right, let's put this in the backpack. All right, we'll check it out later and give you a report on how they were, because they might have been frozen or something. How you doing? We'll see. It's pretty good. Citizen on sale. They're selling the Citizens. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, a lot of these stores were, even a couple of weeks ago, they were closed. Look at these postcards. Wow. Okay, where are we? Dundas. Oh, we're at Dundas and Spadinia. Jet fighters are still buzzing above our heads. Well, at least I got my health today. Oh, coughing all over the place. Look at the graffiti up there. You see it in yellow? Something pays. It's pretty cool. How did they do that? They must have spent hours up there. Buckets of paint. At least 4 gallons of paint, I'd say. Good money. They spent a couple $100. Cool. I like that graffiti. If you're gonna put your heart and soul into it, then maybe it's good. Uh-oh, we're walking in the middle of the street again. All right. Check. Beautiful. Yeah. See if these guys have any, no, they have sticky rice. They don't have any, and herbs. Probably from their backyard. It's gonna be good. I like these hats. Very good. Oh, these stores are happening. I like it when they have all the stuff on the street. Oh, whoa. Oh, I've been to this one before. This fruit market. I have a video of me going in there with a couple of good friends of mine. This one's got a lineup too. Wow, these things are packed. Oh, low prices. They must sell a lot of that. Can't be frozen. Leftover avocados, because look how busy they are. few closed shops still, but some are really happening. This place is really, it's like a lineup right behind this place. Suwato. I've been here before. I'd say maybe 15 years ago. Probably it's all different, isn't it? They change the owners and stuff. Maybe not, who knows? But I did have some, what do we have there? We used to go to the Contessa hair show, award show. And after I'd won a few awards, we'd come in here with the clients, and because it was late, right? They were like finished late, we had to go partying and all that stuff. Wow, look at these birds. Cool. I was coming in and everything was closed. Like 10, 15 years ago, everything was closed in Toronto. I remember in the late 90s, there was only one restaurant called Seven or something that was open around Yonge and Bloor area in the back street somewhere. I don't know exactly where. There was only one restaurant that was open 24 hours a day. You could eat stuff all the time. Everything else was closed at 6 o'clock, you know, except like probably cheesy bar food and a few places on Greektown. Everything else would be closed. So this guy was open also late, so later on in the decade, I guess. But at one point, that guy needs his windows cleaned up. Yeah, so that's how it was. But now I'm sure you can get food later on in the city in the restaurants. I don't know. I'm assuming you can do that because I don't really eat out, so. But I would imagine a city, as the city grows more with condos and stuff, more and more people are gonna eat late, and
I said, oh yeah.
or they're ordering online, right? You got that, what is that, the Uber Eats and the box people who bring you food late at night. So I mean, I guess, I don't know, you can eat late. But back in the late 90s, if you didn't have meal by like outside restaurant, or you know, if you were stuck at work, restaurants were done by like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you're done. After that, you're drinking beer, whether you like it or not. Ooh, I like to catch these birds. And then later on, I see if I caught them or not. These videos are fun because I walk, get some sun. It's a sunny day today. It's like a UV index like 7. So I've been armless, like short sleeves, for about, say, half hour into an hour. So I wonder if it's enough vitamin D for the rest of the week. I don't know. Nobody seems to know exactly how much vitamin D you really need. Everybody's guessing. I mean, it depends on your genetics, skin color, skin tone, health, you know, how healthy you are, how much junk you eat. I guess it has to do with a lot of stuff. So that's why nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. All right, we're gonna end the walk at Dundas. So that'll be a cool loop. We'll go from Queen Street west, from Peter Street, I guess, where Mountain Equipment Co-op. I did go in there check, but I didn't film it because, or I might have filmed it, but probably didn't. I don't want to run it anyway because it wasn't a very good. I don't want to film stores that are kind of empty. I don't want to be negative towards the shop. If I like a store, I should have filmed, but if I didn't like it or they don't have anything, I don't know. Is it fair to show that? I don't know, maybe not. You don't want to help them go out of business any faster than they're. Mountain Equipment started in 1980 something. And they used to be at Yonge and Bloor, quick history. And they was a cooperative, so you had to buy membership, and they would, if they profit, they would give you some of the profit. And they went to China back then to similar places like China. And they made their own equipment, their own clothing, based on famous companies, based on North Face and stuff. And they were a lot cheaper. So technically their clothes were just as good, maybe not as good, but like I would say good enough for the, I would say they were as good as North Face, yeah, why not? But the colors were off, right? So the design was not a little bit funny, like colors were like a little bit weird, like you used, the material was great, but you looked like a funny guy. When you went camping, you know, they had purple and orange mixed together, you know, stuff, and then their clothing, you couldn't buy the matching pants, so the pants were like yellow and your top was purple. So all the experienced campers that we saw or skiers or whatever. They just didn't care how they look. They just wanted to have the gear to go and play in the snow and camping in the summer. I bought my stuff there, and all my stuff was wacky colors. It was very hard to get anything black or neutral tones. So you always look funny, but the equipment performed really well. And they had other stuff too, like sleeping bags, tents. All their equipment was much cheaper than famous brand names by like half, sometimes more. I bought a Gore-Tex sleeping bag there for, I think, $600-700 back in the day. And such sleeping bags from North Face would have been running you like $2,000 easy. And this thing was great. I still have it, and I slept many winter nights of -20 and -30 in the snow with it, and it was fantastic. And I have their baby sack too, which was extremely cheap. Baby sack's what you put your sleeping bag in it so it doesn't get wet when you're sleeping on the snow. But I pulled it out, and it's kind of disintegrating a little bit. So maybe, I don't know. But it lasted more than that, 10, 15 years, easy. But now, when I go in there, they barely have any. They're just selling other products, other companies' brands. Before, you couldn't buy North Face or Patagonia or any of the outdoor brands there. It was only their brands you could buy there. And it was funny because, you know, even if you showed up with a North Face, people looked at you funny there. It's like, what are you doing with that corporate shit? So now they have very little of their own stuff. And I noticed they have Patagonia, North Face, and a whole bunch of other brands. Yeah. So, and then now they've got these big buildings, and so I think what they're doing now, and they don't have any stock in there. It used to be really well stocked there. If you took, back in the day, like $500 in there, you could easily spend $500 and more. But now I look in there, I was like, I mean, you can't. What you want isn't there. But they do own the land, so so I guess that's where the investment is, because they own all this prime real estate. And then even if probably they're not even making any money, because I can't see them making any money. There's hardly any stock there. So they're probably selling a few items, but they own this prime real estate. That's what their investment is. I'm assuming. I'm not a business, sketchy stuff, but that's how it feels like it's happening. Somebody's put on a Z on this wall. I wonder what it means. Probably means they're sleeping here. It's their spot to sleep. Z or Z. Which one is that? Z or Z? It probably means that's their spot. So here we're back on College Street. College Street here. And I'm gonna head back. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you find it entertaining and relaxing. I did a bunch of videos past week doing, this is a bike video, should be out soon, or maybe I finished it today. That's kind of cool. Biking by the river, relaxing. And I also did a couple of Freedom Rally films, and I'll do one tomorrow. I know people love those. We're giving people what they love and appreciate. I love your comments, guys. All the comments on the Freedom Rallies and biking videos. We love them. Thank you. We appreciate it a lot. Check out this crazy graffitis here on this building. And we close up the film. I'll catch you guys in the next film. Film Mission is out of here. Woo.